What's going on, YouTube? So we are back with another next-gen Madden commentary. This time, the San Francisco 49ers against the Seattle Seahawks, something you will never see when I play. The only reason I use the Niners is because everybody was trying to be the Seahawks or the Niners. In Madden 12, I was all over the Seahawks, Tavares Jackson. Loved the team a lot. As you can see, I got a nice fourth down stop there. And I was ready to use them heading into Madden 13, but then all of a sudden, everybody was on them, and I can't do that. That annoys me that people are just like the same team every time. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. Quarterback sneak, as you can see there, had a little bit of trouble with that. A little bit of trouble. And a play-action pass that I knew against man-to-man coverage, don't throw that. But I had a guy in my face, I was about to get sacked, and I kind of panicked, threw the ball anyway, and now it's 7-0. So the purpose of this video is to actually go over some questions. I created a thread on TGL for people to ask questions about Next Gen Madden. As well on Twitter, I asked you guys, do you have any questions? Because I know there's a lot of people that are still playing current gen that want to know. You know, they want to know if it's worth upgrading because, you know, Next Gen console is definitely a lot of money. Is it worth it? Is the game better? And even if they're going to wait until next year, they just want to know if Next Gen is really, you know, what we think it might be. So on Twitter, as you can see, we can still definitely get some nice pressure. We got an A-gap blitz right there, and then another flat pass for a pick six to make it 7-7. Defense in this game. So Lucky Tony on Twitter asks, do zones work like they're supposed to on Next Gen? And the answer to that question is yes. The answer is yes. Now, it's not perfect. It's a video game, right? So it's not always going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable. The guy fumbles, picks it up, and runs it in for a touchdown. But that's okay because we got Bronco heavy. You know what it's all about. I said on Twitter that it was broken and it's just completely ineffective, but I found a way to be able to run it. As you can see there, you'll probably see something on the channel coming up soon about Bronco heavy. Found a nice little way to run it. So deep blues are actually going to jump, again, nice pressure from the A-gap, as you can see right there. Patrick Willis with 2 sacks. Deep blues actually jump curl routes sometimes. This happened twice against Swizzy, and it happened one other time against somebody else. I was playing a game, and I had the guy in a curl route. His deep blue backed up. Just backed up, left me all the room in the world, and then as soon as I threw the ball, the next thing you knew, it was like, you didn't even know what happened. You're just like, what? And all of a sudden it was an interception, you know? Just good players making plays on the ball. That's really what it's all about, you know? Nothing is a guarantee in this game. You know, as you can see, some of the pressure that I'm facing, sometimes the pressure comes right through and you just randomly, you know, because in the NFL, man, sometimes, you know, players block shed. So here we run the QB sneak again, and as you can see, it is completely different the way that it's run, but still pretty nice. So yeah, it's just, I think that everything is very random. You know, a lot of the routes and stuff, I mean, you can still do a lot of the stuff that you did in last gen, for sure, without a doubt. But it's just those random occasions of, you know, zones jumping routes, or man defenders jumping routes, and, you know, block shedding, and, you know, so on and so on, that really take this game to the next level. Purples in the slot are going to stop out routes, and they do play properly most of the time, but not all the time. That's something that I'll get into later in another video about purples, but they'll stop out routes in the right situation. Yellow zones, you know, a backed off yellow zone will not do anything against an out route. If it's on an island by itself, it's still going to get torched. If you do press coverage with a yellow zone, like a cover 2 sink, just by default is press coverage, not only is that going to stop an out route, but it's absolutely going to murder the out route. Literally, the defensive back is going to stand there strafing, and it's going to be an interception 95% of the time. Like, just, I'm talking, if he throws it there, which I've done a couple times just by mistake, trying to throw an out route against a yellow, I mean, literally the corner stands there and it's just right in his hands and there's nothing he can do. So again, the QB sneak, and we get a touchdown. So I did convert on all 3 of my QB sneaks so far. But as you can see, they are run a little bit differently. Now, also on Twitter, I'm getting a lot of A-gap here. But John Nolan asks, is user D better on next gen? It was so sluggish on current gen. Well, to answer that question, and as you can see, another interception to the same spot of the field. That's 3 pick sixes to that side of the field. Unbelievable. I just got no reads at all. So my initial answer on PlayStation 4 was that user defense was so much harder. Like, I was really struggling. I was just like, oh my god. I was streaming games. I was just like, I can't do anything. Like, so many times I felt like, you know, I read the play and couldn't do anything. It's just like I could not get there. It's just like he was the true step. It was like it just took too long to accelerate. But then I got on the Xbox One, and you're going to see probably a video coming up. I have had a ton of interceptions, a ton of nice user picks. It could be the controller. There's been you know, some talk lately that the PlayStation 4 controller is really kind of hurting the run game. Your players are kind of stepping really hard back and forth anytime you make a cut, which I felt, I was like, oh my god, like that's ridiculous. Like I could not run the ball at all. But now on the Xbox, I'm actually able to run a little bit better. So I don't know if it's the controller specifically, or I don't know if it's just due to the fact that the Xbox One controller is better. You know, some people might enjoy the PlayStation 1 better, but so anyway, the next question is, how are the pursuit angles? The pursuit angles are really nice in this game. As you can see, it's 24 all, and I've got the ball with 19 seconds to go. Didn't even call a timeout right there. Hurried up to the line. They definitely play. Pursuit angles are really nice. The other question is, do you feel the pass rush from a 4-man rush in the pocket? And the answer is 100%. And as I throw another pick six in the fourth quarter with 3 seconds to go, and I dive and miss the tackle. Oh my god, terrible user skill. But there you go with the pursuit angles. Whether it's right or wrong, should he have caught him? I don't really know the answer to that question. Probably not. But as you can see, defenders playing from behind do a really nice job of catching up. Pass rush from the pocket, 4-man rush is absolutely nasty. You can get away with doing it 100%. The other question is, has gameplay improved enough for a purchase when we upgrade? That answer is 1,000% yes. I don't care who you are. If you don't think this game is better, then you have issues with Madden. You probably hate Madden. You've probably always hated Madden, and you just play it just because you probably are the type of person that is always hating on the game and always has problems and complaints. I feel bad for you, but it's definitely worth the purchase. Can you swerve spies? I would say rarely, maybe 10% of the time. You really can't, in my opinion. It's not worth it, but it can be done. Can you put linebackers in gaps and have them stay there? The answer to that question is also no. They still do what they did in Madden 13 and Madden 25. Are audibles the same as they were on 360 and PS3 as I go for the game-winning field goal right here? And, oh, right off the goalpost in OT. Unbelievable. Man, oh man, oh man. Not good, not good. Audibles are the same. Everything's the same. Does Nickel Strong Sugar 3 Seam still work? That's Misery's Blitz, the popular blitz. The answer to that is no. It is absolutely done. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to be back with some tips coming up soon. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
My mind right away when I think about their franchises. He'll get it.
Damn. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
The 30, the 20, the 10.
Get out of here with that shit.